Okay, everyone, I'm completely sorry. I have no clue what happened. My computer just went. So, yeah, I don't know what happened. Literally, I just upgraded my computer last night. I put in a new motherboard, a new processor, more RAM, and everything just went. So, I
Blue
blame.
screen or what was it? Was it a blue screen, Dan?
No, so Streamlabs and Discord both froze on me. The stream was fine on my end, at least with the fire. I'm running Firefox right now for this, but yeah, as we saw, so Jared just lost a bunch to some drains. Joe's sitting at 1-4, so yeah, Jared's gonna win this by 12 cards. I said low teens. Jared left the room. He concedes. Joe wins. I'm joking. I'm joking.
So what's up? Did you think
Jared left
Joel
the room.
conceded already?
No, Jared left the room. Joe's still in the chat. Action is on.
I mean, all if he I think Joe would be that sport that if he doesn't come back, he would
Yeah,
say,
we just saw this.
yeah,
Okay. Jared wins by 12,
yeah.
12, 19. So Joe is going to draw.
So, like he said,
Yeah.
yeah, great game.
Oh, fantastic game.
A long one.
Okay, so again, Jared won by 12. Yeah, a little bit of tension. Again, I'm sorry, everybody. I have no clue what happened regarding my computer. I have. Yeah, everything just went underground. So.
So, the second game is probably in 5 to 10 minutes. So, are you want me on again, or do you want to switch up to another guy?
No, let's do it. You
So
and
I'm
me.
fine
We'll
with
finish
both.
this out.
Okay,
You
let's
and
do
I.
it. I'm just going for a second to the bathroom because I did drink quite a lot. But it's no alcohol here. It's only Coke Zero, so
Okay,
with crushed
so.
ice. I have American refrigerator, the ones you can pull your crushed ice out of the.
Oh, see, now that's what I mean. I wish I had a fridge like that. I don't.
So I'm just gonna mute myself
Yeah, you know what? I'll take
and
care of that.
disable
So
the camera and then
once we
coming back.
once they come back, we'll be back for the second game here in a little bit. So as soon as we find out when the players want to play, maybe it's a 5 minute break. Once they are ready, we'll continue with game two. Again, Jared Napolitano up. They have the table ready, so go hurry.
Yeah, I'm hearing.
How many in lost pile were for Jared? Does anybody know? It's like what 20. Okay, here we go. Game two. He's not ready yet. Awesome. Thank you, Bastion. Okay. So as soon as our players are ready, we'll start up with game two. Nothing in the chat yet. Okay, so it looks like there is a little bit of issues. So we'll figure this out here. I'm going to step out for 2-3 minutes, and then once they come back, we'll be back for game two. And see everybody then. Okay, everybody, we are back. Let's hope there's no technical difficulties now. So, here we go. Game 2. Jared is up on Joe by 12. It's Watch Your Step versus Endor Ops. You just saw this matchup between Worfs and Jared. How did that go for Worfs?
It went good. It went back and forth. So, Jaina played it really safe. He stacked the bunker because he was afraid of losing his established control, and drained for 2. And Worfs drained for 3 or 4, something like that. And Jared has a lot of good space. He has the Black 2, which is the most valued player in this matchup because it cancels all rings report in. He has the Slave 1 to go around the game text of the Tatooine system. He has Saber 1. He has the TIE Defenders, Jaden in Onyx 1 or something like that. So I expect a lot of space battles. But Werfs did play a little bit of a different kind of Watch Your Step with Han with Blaster on ground and the Admiral's Order, which allows you to shoot a blaster in the control phase.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, Werfs doesn't play, like, he doesn't really go with the meta with a lot of his deck, like as we saw with the CCT.
Yeah, no Falcon. He didn't play a Falcon.
Nice.
Because he played this Han with a blaster. So what I can say before you talk about Joe's deck, because you saw the deck before, Jared did build this deck with Watch Your Step in mind, Connor said.
Oh.
So they play tested a lot, and I asked him, how do you feel about this matchup? You played with Jared. Did he prepare for Watch Your Step or something like that? So he definitely has a game plan for it.
Okay, so there's the Endor Shield.
Which is big. You don't want to lose that pull with your bunker, so you had it in hand. Because, it makes your activation, Joe's activation -2. So tell us a little bit about Joe's deck.
So Dan. Joe's deck is kind of your standard deck. So it does remind me a lot of like a Tom Kelly Watch Your Step that he played at Worlds. And we've seen like the deck list is out there for those who do want to see it. So... But I know he, like I said, he has the Tatooine Celebration in the deck. So that card is going to make a world of difference. If you're Jared, you definitely want to occupy Tatooine. You got to fight over Tatooine, the system, because of that because of the Tatooine Celebration.
And he just used the Master Bull move to grab his Gook.
Okay, so so he's got the regular Gick, not the combo. So
didn't you see it? I had again.
Yeah. Well, sorry. I mean, he's got the masterful move, so right there tells me he's got a way of canceling it. So maybe he doesn't have to fight over it. But okay, Joe does have Obi-Wan Kenobi virtual in his deck. So that being said, he could just get it back with the Obi-Wan.
Yeah, if he doesn't grab it.
True. And I think if you're Joe, I think that's one of the cards you want to grab. I really do.
So it's a used interrupt anyway, the masterful move.
Exactly. So you grab that, and then that way...
Like Werfs did. He grabbed it and retreated.
I think that's the card you grab.
So that's why he had to play it turn 1, or had... if you don't play it turn 1, you basically have to keep it in hand to cancel the celebration. A different start this time. Last game, he did start up with a Black 2 on the Endor.
Yeah.
Or at least when I joined the game, it was already there. So I think it was turn 1.
Okay,
and
here
the same start like Werfs. He didn't play Kira there, but he did go to the Cantina turn 1.
Yeah, interesting that Kira's there, because once Joe successfully completes a castle run, she becomes really good.
Yeah, maybe plays 2.
Yeah, he could play 2.
I know that Jared runs some good characters like Tyrannus, which, but maybe Joe Olson has a barrier to Yeah, to lure him in and to counterbeat. Interesting.
Okay.
What's also interesting is that Jared pulls the shield right away.
Yeah, I mean,
Even
it's a
though,
smart move. Like, why not? There's no reason not to pull that shield because then you
I mean,
know
if you
you're
don't
playing Watch Your
forget it,
Step. Yeah.
if you can pull it when they flipped.
So while we have a little bit of a break in the action, just so everybody knows, starting Monday, the PC is going to celebrate May the 4th. This is a yearly tradition where everybody who likes Star Wars celebrates May the 4th. Starting Monday, we're going to be introducing 3 different leagues. Monday is going to be revolving around the premiere, the prequel
Prequels.
trilogy. Yes, so episode 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna want to play decks that revolve around that. Tuesday is going to be all about the original stuff, so episodes 4, 5, and 6. And then on Wednesday, everything's going to culminate with the sequel trilogy. So, like your OAs, your map, your legend. I think those are the big 3. But yeah, it's going to be a fun. We're going to offer a lot of prizes. I know there's going to be like poker chips, glass, foils. If you like foils, there's going to be a lot of foils that we're going to be giving out. Jared, myself, and the rest of the marketing team came up with a lot of good ideas. Also, kind of something interesting that I'm going to basically... I'm going to be doing a 12-hour long stream on Tuesday, starting from 1 p.m. Eastern to 1 a.m. Eastern. It's going to be a 12-hour long, me just playing a bunch of Star Wars CCG. So please come on and play some games with me. I might give away some of those Holo Theater packs. We finally have decided on what those packs are going to consist of. So Casey, with his legal ruling, said that we have some stuff that we can do. So I'm excited. But yeah, it's gonna be a 12-hour long stream. So Timo, play.
Yeah,
I don't think you and I have ever played.
we have played.
We have. Did you?
We have played in Java and Love. I beat you in Java and Love. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
But other than that, don't think. Can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either. It feels like
I
forever
played
ago.
too many games to remember a single game.
Yeah. Okay, so
this time he plays it differently than the game before. So again, Black 2 here, his MVP basically, and when he is flipped, he limits the opponent to drawing more than one destiny. So he basically cancels the game text of the objective if you prevent him from spinning, which the Black 2 does.
Exactly.
However, last time he stacked the bunker with Emperor and Tyrannus, where we thought maybe that's a little overkill here, because he doesn't want to get his effect cancelled. Going to the use pile, I think.
I didn't see any spies in Joe's deck though, and the only spy that you really could see is like K2SO.
So maybe he has that information, or maybe he knows the deck before Joe played, and he's not afraid of any spy.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We will see.
Yeah, and we're in Joe's control phase, so he did play the control tunnel vision to go get a card out of his force pile. Doesn't look like Jared has grabbed it yet, or Jared's thinking about grabbing it currently. Yeah, it doesn't look like he grabbed it.
So last time he didn't grab it, the same Werfs played it, and I thought, this could be also a good grab, because you don't want to give them so much force pile pulls, playing from the lost pile and then another force pile pull. But yeah.
So interesting to point out, Mike Turner in the chat says that R2D2 is also a spy. And this is true. Joe could be playing R2D2. Okay, here we go. We have a drain of 2 at the Cantina.
And this would add a light side icon to make it a battleground.
Yeah. Okay, there goes the two emperors off the top. Oof. That's not good, but it's not terrible. It's not like game breaking. So, but Joe's probably happy that he got those 2 Emperors off the top.
Yeah, that's one of the cards you want to have, maybe to satisfy battle plan
Yeah,
in the
but
late game.
but didn't you say he runs Dark Tyrannus, and Tyrannus is pretty
Yeah.
good.
He's pretty good.
He's
If
average.
the opponent only draws 1 destiny, then, but with 2 destiny,
Yeah.
he is not fully immune, isn't he?
No, I will say Joe
Minus,
does play the new evac control. It's like what I don't like sand or something like that. Some weird.
So I wondered last game, because I think Werfs could have had a shot. We haven't calculated through if he would have played instead of attacking here, playing all wings, which got cancelled because he forgot the game checks of Black 2. He could have just deployed his last ship here to at least satisfy battle plan, because there's no way the dark side ships could reach Karelia with their hyperspeed.
That's a good point. And Joe does flip with Leslomi and Wedge on the Pulsar Skate. Again, a card that comes into play for Joe in this game is going to be Theron Net. So we do know that Jared does play some of the tie cannons and everything, but Theron Net would essentially cancel the weapon destiny. So don't see any Theron Net yet, but we should see him soon, hopefully for Joe. Okay, here we go. Drain of 2 at
no
Endor.
escape. Maybe no escapes to Emperor. This
That's
would
a good
be
point. Yeah.
a good one.
Okay, there goes dodge from Joe's hand. So Joe did have some protection for Kira, but I don't like
still
losing
have it. He can play. He can
You
play
can
from
play
block
it,
power,
but I don't like losing it like that because you could play it twice.
Bigger loss.
And there goes Luke's lightsaber.
That's a much bigger loss.
Okay, see, now Jared playing Image of the Dark Lord on the Cantina, reducing that to a drain of 1. That's kind of good for Jared. And it also tells Joe that Jared might not be coming down to the Cantina.
And might not be running that much ground.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a Destiny 6. It basically fits in any deck.
Yeah, I mean, in a deck like... I can see it more in a deck like this versus a deck like Hunt Down. Like, I know it's a Destiny 6, but where Hunt Down, where you're going to try and do a lot of damage...
However, in Hunt Down, you can reduce the drain of with 2 if you have it in an objective side. So it's also a good card in Hunt Down, I think.
Okay, so Jared moving everybody from Endor to Tatooine. Again, that would be a drain of 2. So I mean, but more importantly, it's gonna hurt Joe because Joe is running Tatooine Celebration.
Yeah, but he's at the moment he's limited to 1 destiny. So he doesn't draw more at all, but he can reduce the destinies by 4 with Vader and the Black 2.
Yeah, I think if you're Joe, I think you're fine with that. But
yeah, since Balzacate Skate didn't move over,
no,
maybe it's the right play. Maybe he has a Tarkin's order to cancel the drain, but then
I would think there would be a Tarkin's order somewhere in Jared's deck. Okay, Joe's going to play that controlled tunnel vision from his lost pile. Again, Jared should be able to grab... Yep, Jared's going to grab that.
I wonder what he pulls. Another ship? Maybe R2?
Oh, if he plays if he has the R2 and can go down to the bunker, I would. Hands down. Like, you want to get Jared on the 0 side.
And as long as he is at the bunker, he can't even come down with Emperor if he plays another one.
Now, I mean, this would go to the use pile for Jared, but again, what's important is Ominous Rumors is out.
But you have to control the bunker to deploy it. So
yes, yeah. So, I mean, if Jared could occupy one of those Endor sites, it would add to the drain. So there goes an Imp Decree from Jared's hand. Drain of 1, and there goes the short range combo from his deck. But yeah, losing the Emperor and losing the ability to play like a Force Lightning on an R2 is huge. Okay. Joe's going to use Walkling. Okay, he's going to place it out of play.
Yeah, he needs the lightsaber.
Oh, yeah. It's showing.
I
was going to say it's showing dodge on top of his lost pile for me. But yeah, he's got the lightsaber. So the next card should be the dodge. So I don't know why the interface is.
And the good play by Joe,
Oh,
he
yeah.
gets his lightsaber with the use spell pull.
Yep. This is why Joe Olson is a world champ. Okay, there's I don't like sand. So now Joe, let's see if Joe hits his shifts like he did. So in the last match against Chris Goglin, Joe he played that out in the first turn and drew into Dash Rendar and the Millennium Falcon. This time, however, he's got a Control Tunnel Vision and a Luke Skywalker, the Last Jedi on there. So it's a little
let's see if
better.
If he deploys a ship to Tatooine now, deploys Tatooine Celebration and flies over the Pulsar Skate.
I wouldn't.
You would or you wouldn't?
No. I'd try and set up a Kessel run here. Because if he sets up a Kessel run, one, you're retrieving, and two, Kira starts pinging. So you're doing more damage. I doubt Jared is running retrieval in this deck. So
I haven't seen any.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens. Again, it is still really early in the game. So.
But no Kessel?
No Kessel run. We're in Joe's. He moves past his move phase. So he's got Lando and Kira sitting by themselves. Now Jared is going to he's going to have 18 Force to work with, so
yeah, but he's dodge in the lost pile, which he can play.
True,
he can also grab an interrupt. Which interrupt with the Destiny 4 with Lando can help him there? It's a Trap is a Destiny 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say It's a Trap. He doesn't have the Force for It's a Trap.
On the docking bay, you could pull Fallen Portal, but he's not on the docking bay.
Blast the Door Kit.
Blast the Door Kit doesn't work does work only in interior.
That's right. Yeah.
So he basically relies on the dodge, maybe.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he could play it with the Blast the Door Kit with Kira.
Yeah. That's true.
You're right, Bastion. He's only got one Force left and already a card on the anti-Watcher Step Shield, so he's got no access to dodge.
So he can't play dodge, yes.
Yeah, he has to have something in his hand.
Good call.
But we'll see.
Maybe plays another. Maybe plays. No, he can't grab it with. It's also Destiny 3.
Yeah. But we'll see. I mean, Joe has to have something. Maybe it's a Hojix. Maybe it's something.
He can have the card which puts a card back from a useless case. Should it's an interrupt.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Then he can play dodge.
Then he can play the dodge. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you. That's. Oh no!
And he plays it lost.
He plays it lost, so we're going to get a peek at Joe's hand. It's a Trap.
So
Talent card, Run, Loot, Run. Projection Skywalker. Kessel, Run. Ellis Medak. Tatooine Celebration. Instant Hit. Outrider. Rebel Barrier. Blast the Door. Luke, Rio Durant, and Han Solo, Dash Render. No doubles. Joe is safe from the Monarch. Man. Wow. And yeah, there it is. Run, Luke, Run. I forgot all about that. And he's got the Blastador Kid too.
It could have been a really blowout if he played it used and put down the run.
Jared got greedy. But yeah, 100% Chris. That's really good intel.
I probably would have played it lost too, but you also have to assume that Watch Your Step plays a lot of single interrupts.
Yeah.
which they want to have. If they lose it from reserve deck, doesn't matter. They can play it or they draw it.
Okay, there goes the Luke Skywalker and
And
Blastador Kid. I don't like losing the Blastador Kid.
on the world decks, he played a lot of control, but not so much other interrupts, doubles.
Mhm.
And he already played control, and he already has stacked another control. So
Well, he's got one on the sand effect.
yeah, I mean that's another interrupt he won't have multiple of in hand. That's what I wanted to say.
True.
But I think I would have played it lost too. Now you know the hand. Now it was a mistake, but
Yeah, I would have played it lost. I mean, there's no reason not to. I mean, it's a 16 card hand. Luna's X stack, so he wasn't even getting his. Okay.
but relying on run Luke run only is also
It could be bad. It could be really bad.
it's a react, isn't it? He can cancel the react.
Yeah. He can't play sense, so the only way he could cancel it is with a Git combo.
And the
I don't know. Joe's
sacrifice combo doesn't I don't.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah. Imbalanced sacrifice. Yeah, but I will say Joe's still sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
I mean, Jared's got 12 force to work with. What does he play Darth Maul in his deck? Like, if he does, which one?
I haven't.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see it. I didn't see any Darth Maul last game.
There's a Tarkin's bounty onto Ozzel. Again, Vader is not a leader, so you can't put it on Vader.
So you have to increase your damage output now.
Yeah.
You can't let them drain for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not paying at all, and
okay. So in the chat, we are corrected again. Thank you. Run Luke Run is not a react.
Okay.
Dodge is.
Yeah.
So and Joe also has a barrier.
So who did
Baron
Bastion correct us again?
Merrick Steele is on the table.
So Bastion, why don't you cast the games? This would be really nice, I think. We make too many mistakes. Next time.
There's a reason why Bastion's a 3-time world champ.
Yeah.
And we're doing casting of the games. And
good to have someone in chat.
There's the Maul. There he is.
Nice.
The bane of Joe's existence. No, I again, if Joe has, well, he doesn't have R2D2 in his hand. Okay, he moves Maul out. Interesting.
Yeah, he realizes that he has to play more risky than last game.
Yeah, because you can't. Yeah, never deploys to a battleground, so you have to go to the bunker first with Maul. And that puts him up. So both players are satisfying for battle order.
It's a little risky to let a Saber here because you still have to draw high if he has something like a few maneuver in hand.
Yeah. Okay, there's the Ultimatum Shield from Joe. And he plays it before he activates, so he's thinking about what he wants to do. At least that gives him some room to maneuver with what he wants to do this turn.
So it's not Baron Santiafel on Merrick.
No, it's Merrick Steele. So
yeah.
So there's no immunity on that Saber 1.
And
Jared,
no Destiny.
No Destiny, and Jared only has one card on his in his force pile, so he can't make it 3.
He can make it 3.
No, he can't.
With the ship.
No, Fel has to be on the ship.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I thought it myself, and he came down last game with, I think.
That's right.
Any pilot and used it.
Yeah.
So. Oh, you don't want to lose that ship.
Oh, Yeah, that's a big loss. Drave 2
So
at the
maybe
docking
play
bay.
something like Thai sentry ship to
He
retrieve it.
could, yeah. That's a
I
bat
haven't
mouse.
seen
That's
it.
a bat mouse card. Who plays bat mouse cards? Drave 2 at the docking bay. Let's see what he loses. Loses.
Another.
Ooh, there goes the masterful move combo.
This doesn't look good at all for Charity.
He's not in a bad situation. So you know that Joe's only going to have one destiny. It's going to be really hard for him to get rid of that maul if he wants to get rid of that maul. Jared is still doing 5 points of damage to Joe, and Joe right now is they're both doing 5 points of damage.
Yeah, but Joe has 14 cards in hand
Mm-hmm.
and 21 left, and
Yeah.
Jared is only 70 cards left, 17 and 6 in hand. So
Yeah,
even if it comes down to a drain race,
and Joe can retrieve. That's the other thing. We haven't seen the
and
Kessel
he still
or
has
the
Castle,
Run.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, Joe's looking at taking
And
a
he
look at
has
it.
2 cards on his sand interrupt, which his
Yep.
sand effect we can also pull and
Yeah.
throw a loose to force to a drain or something like that, or use it. Certainly won't use the Luke because he has one already out.
Oh, that's a good card. Projection onto. Yeah, I want to say he does play 2 reflections in the deck. Or two projections. So. And there's the Kessel.
I wonder if Joe plays Bith Shuffle to cancel the barrier. Oh, he lost the barrier, so I don't think it plays.
Yeah. I want to say he
because
does.
last game Worfs canceled the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, cleared Tatooine before Jared came back and did shoot down the ship.
So again, Joe did check his destiny, so he knows. Yeah, Jared points out in the chat, why on earth did I play that lost match losing decision? We'll see, Jared. We will see. So there's 8, 10 on the run for Joe. Draws. Oh, he's up to 13. He needs one more card. Yeah, I forgot he plays Clash of Sabers.
He plays the TIE Defender Jaden, which can pull a laser cannon if he plays more than one.
Yeah.
And he has to risk something to shoot that ship down.
Well, so the Joe does still have a barrier in his hand.
Okay.
Joe's not going to do this knowing that, one, Jared knows what's in his hand, and two, he has some sort of evasion. He's got to have the mass. I'm assuming he's got a barrier and he's going to draw. He might draw into a moving to attack position. So but again, it's going to come down to if Jared is playing a second TIE gun. And again, Joe could easily just consolidate the skate with the Outrider here too. So even if Jared does get rid of one of the ships, there's a second ship there to have something to do with. Now, Joe's in a really good spot right now. I mean, he is going to take 4 damage next turn, but he's going to get 4 of it back in a couple turns.
Yeah. Does he run more than one Kessel Run?
I'm honestly not sure. I saw one last game. Maybe somebody in the chat knows this deck a little bit better than I do.
There are builds with 3 or 4 Kessel Run. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, 3 or 4 Kessel Runs is solid. Okay, there we go. Joe's retreat. He draws. He's got an 11 card hand, 4 force to work with. Yeah, like I said, he's sitting.
And if he
he's sitting
completes the
fairly
castle
good.
run, he can also maybe has the droid which pings for 1. And also Kira starts pinging
Yep.
if she drains.
Yeah, and she'll be draining for 1, pinging for 1. So, no, like I said, Joe's in a good spot, but we'll see what Jared can do this turn.
So he did activate 15. So basically tells me he does want to do
he's got something here. Okay, drain of 2 at Tatooine for Jared.
another control.
Oof. And he plays it from his hand, so now he can play the next one for 2 force.
So he runs
He
4,
runs a lot of control.
3 or 4.
Yeah. Well, there's 3 that we've seen so far, so I think 3 is a good number. Okay, drain of 2 at Endor. He also plays Watcher, or it could be worse. And I mean, Jared doesn't have a card grabbed yet, so
Loses Tatooine celebration, so he
but that's fine.
doesn't even care about Tatooine.
Yeah, and he loses a trap as well. Yeah, and I think that's the smart move is losing the celebration. There's no reason. Like, Jared's not going to give up the system here at this point. He's just not. Yep.
So
Colonel
he
Jemden
comes.
coming down.
He must have another cannon, and we will see if the destiny is enough. It gets buried.
Yep, there's the barrier. Now again, Jared could have this. He could have a second ship here, because he could play the Onyx too and still have the second ship.
Yeah. And pull a shield with Onyx 2.
He gets a shield too.
No, he has not. And he also doesn't have another cannon.
Yeah, no cannon yet, but okay, so he's going to bring the Saber 1 over. And here's the big thing. Joe has 3 cards left on that Kessel run. So he's going to get 1 back now. He's going to get 1 on his turn. So unless he gets solo, he can't retrieve. He needs to have solo on that Outrider.
You mean how do you mean it?
So
he can't retrieve. He has to wait another turn.
He's going to have to wait until Jared's turn, his move, and Jared's not going to. He's going to battle before he gets to his move phase. Oh, yep, my turn. Yeah, you're 100% correct. I forgot he does have a solo in his hand. So all Joe does is he gets 1 of the cards now. He throws down solo during the deploy phase, and then he gets those 2 cards back and retrieves. And then he just flies away from Kessel.
Probably.
Okay, Joe's sitting at 17 in life force. He got 7 cards in his hand. Jared's sitting at 15 life force and 7 cards in his hand as well. So it's still really
I haven't
close.
seen any Tarkin's order
No.
from Jared in 2 games, which is a little bit strange. I would if you
Mike, there's a projection of the Skywalker on the docking bay. So
not the projection of a Skywalker, mine Tarkin's.
No. So Micah Turner's in may go to Endor and have it's a hit for the docking bay drain. Yeah, it's projected, so he doesn't need the it's a hit.
So it has not a lot of force left to work with, Jared.
No.
And he will lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage now.
Mm-hmm. There's another control tunnel vision from Joe. Jeez.
So it's 4.
No, he played that one from his lost pile.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
yes, true. If you rely on the black 2, I would have definitely considered grabbing the control.
Yeah.
When it was played first.
Well, I mean, like I said, Joe plays it could be worse, so that's another card you want to consider grabbing.
True. Which but you could cancel it with if you play Tarkin's Order.
True. Okay, so once Joe completes his castle run, Lando is going to be able to return to his hand once per game. So there's no fear of Lando. You can play the dodge if you have the dodge for Kira. So
even if you kill the Outrider, I don't see Jared winning this game here.
No.
And I don't see Jared winning this match overall with his
I'm agreeing with you.
12 card differential.
Yeah. Okay, so there goes the Onyx 2. There goes the Tyrannus from Jared's hand.
So you can't risk fighting the ground with run. If you don't have anything for that. The only good thing about the Lost Interrupt is he knew that he
got information.
He got information, yeah, but that's not the information you want to have.
No,
because it destroys your last hope, basically. Yeah.
Going to Joe's deploy phase. Again, Han Solo should be coming down here.
Joe plays it really well. I mean, he doesn't waste any force for his ground.
No.
He had a good call that he was light on ground, that he want to have space. Satisfying battle plan on Corellia, safe, using all the force he has to make some damage space. So.
And there's the Falcon with Han Solo on it.
Yeah. Now retrieving 4, then flying away. So he can't fly away, at least.
Even if he's got the Hojix, he doesn't care. And Joe's.
I mean, even if he doesn't have Hojix, we don't talk about much damage here. If he shoots down 1 with Falcon, you always can.
Well, what I'm saying is, you fly away with the Outrider. You have the Hojix, and you just Han's there, and you sacrifice him to the Star Wars gods.
Yeah.
And you're blocking a drain of 2.
At this point, you can also move Pulsar Skate over, get 1 ship shot down, and still win the battle.
I wouldn't. I would just, honestly, like I said, if you got the Hojix, you leave the Falcon there by itself.
I just thinking about the options. Yeah. Joe Olson has so many options.
He does.
That's the problem.
He does, and this is what exactly.
Jared doesn't have many options left.
No. I'm not sure if he's got the first strike. I didn't see his match. Did you see a first strike or anything?
I did not see first strike. No?
Yeah.
Did I see it? I saw it in one game, but I'm confused if it was the game of Jared.
Okay, Joe is still in his deploy phase. Don't know if he lost connection or something, but he is taking a little bit of time. Again, Joe is currently on vacation right now, and Jared is playing with, I don't know if he got his power back or not. So
he's in Mexico, you said?
Yeah, Joe's in Mexico.
Internet in Mexico.
Yeah. Okay, there's telling card onto the Outrider, so that's a lot of forfeit on that Outrider right now.
But I don't know if I want to have that much on one ship, which can get shooten down,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
because
You move that ship away.
yeah, maybe
Ah, we have a revert.
because
There's the old-fashioned Joe Olson revert.
and and he allows it.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
I just remind you, it was some month ago. I played with my Rebel Strike team against Joe Olson. I did let him revert some stuff, and then
There's
I wanted one
reverts in
revert
this
and
match.
denied it. And he denied it.
Bastion's sitting at home going, "This is why Jared's going to lose. He just allows 3 reverts."
I always let revert, but I think sometimes I put myself in a disadvantage because I don't ask for reverts if I make a mistake. I only ask for revert if I make a misclick.
Yeah, I will say, like, activation, because the way it works is you're supposed to do like one force. Each force is supposed to be like an action. Your opponent's going to be able to take an action. So I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if there's a misclick, like last night I'm playing and I'm thinking about what I want to do, and I'm just sitting there. I like to tap on my mouse, you know?
Like against Bastion, Worlds Game 1. I wanted to use strike planning, and I make my walkling lost to retrieve my starting interrupt.
Yeah.
And it was clear for both sides that this was a misclick.
Yeah.
That I just
that's a clear.
and that's yeah.
A clear.
That's
misclick.
where I want to. That's where I ask for a revert, because yeah.
No, like I said last night, I'm sitting there. I got my mouse. I'm not thinking. I'm just clicking away because like I play Magic Arena, and I'm so used to just clicking on things like when I play as I think, and I accidentally click on the pass button.
Yeah, there are no reverts in Magic Arena.
Yeah. Well, no, you can take an action back. You can. They put that in there, and I'm so thankful they did it.
Really?
Yeah. But what I was saying was, my opponent. I was like, okay. I was like, please let me have this. And he's like, yeah. Like that's a clear, like something like that is fine. But I don't know. Good luck. Have fun. No reverts. Yeah, that's a good point, Matt. Joe only has 2 cards in his lost pile right now.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
No.
Does. It's not game deciding. So.
And Joe did exactly what I thought he was going to do. He's just left the Falcon there. It blocks that drain. He's only going to lose 2 forces to the drain at Tatooine, and he's got the Hojix. Even if he doesn't.
Yeah, does he even play something? He doesn't play something like Hyperscaler.
He might. I'm not
that.
sure, but there's no. I mean, he's got to have He's going to have something to get that Falcon out of dodge. Okay, so there goes a moving to attack position from his reserve deck. Jared did save 3 cards in his reserve deck though, so he's gonna have something here. Okay, we're in the battle phase.
I think he just tracked down a High Destiny.
Yeah.
But it did not pay attention which it was.
Okay. We have a battle. The ship is going to target the Falcon and make it a 3. So he needs a 4 or higher to have the Falcon go lost. Yep, Falcon goes bye-bye. So if you're Jared, why do this?
Why not?
No, I'm saying why shoot it? Just shoot it down. You shoot it, make it. You make it a 2 to shoot it, and then try and go for extra damage. At least make Joe play the Hojix there.
But you get to 17 force. Han Solo covers, let me 5, and the Falcon covers 7.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And he draws 1 destiny, so he would lose a ship and would cause no overflow at all.
Yeah, that's a good point. And now you got to back up the Saber 1 here.
In the end, he ends up playing something like all wings off human maneuvers and spins 8 or something like that, and you lose.
Well, you can't play the all wings.
why not? He's not at black 2's side. So he can play the all wings from hand.
Yeah.
Because
That's a good point.
black 2 always only cancels there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with the call. I mean, Joe could have had something to negate everything that just happened, but yeah, I'm thinking it from Jared's standpoint. You got to get your opponent down as much as you can. But I think Jared's
when you
quickly.
Jared, you spread out now.
Yeah.
You go to Endor 2, and
I don't know. You can't allow Joe a chance to get back to Kessel. It's a drain of. It's gonna be, well. It would only be a drain of 2, because
I don't think we have any
No.
ship left.
No, he
We
doesn't
can
have any
only
shields
have
left.
left the wild card, only the wild card.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I want to say Black 2 is global,
No,
but okay, it used to say okay there was an errata to it
because
during battle.
the ship cancels it.
Okay,
I don't think it's global.
yeah, it used to be global.
Maybe it's global.
I was gonna say it used to be global, but they errated it to during battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. I think that's 100% fair. Galactic. But right now, Joe's about to do
5 damage again.
6. He completed a castle
Kira.
run. Yeah.
So 6 damage.
Yeah. And he's just and you run away with the Falcon.
So
or the Outrider.
Jared has at max 2 more drain turns, where he can drain for 4. So
yeah, and
if Joe only loses his card from hands, he still has 18 left.
Well, I'm saying if you're Joe, you move the Outrider to Endor, block that drain. You're still getting drains of 2 and 2 from Tatooine and Thondor. But you can still lose from hands. So yeah. Even if Joe just loses all the cards from his hand, I think he out damages Jared enough to win the match. Okay, there goes Captain Yor. Okay, so short fighters. Okay, Boba Fett and an all power to weapons.
He will lose down to his 6 and hope that Joe Olson attacks maybe, but don't see that happening.
There's no reason. Joe has this game in lock. Yeah. I think Jared realizes it.
Jared lands next turn with his Vader's shuttle to block the drain of 2 at Luke's side.
That's always a possibility. However, we know that Joe has Clash of Sabers in his deck, and that's how he beat Chris Gogol in the last round.
Yeah, but
and he's got the run Luke. He's got the run Luke run. He's got Clash Sabers somewhere. Yeah,
even if he does, his ship covers 4. Okay, we will look at some overflow there, because Oslo would be forfeit 0 then.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, you Clash of Sabers the Vader, you hit the Oslo, and you just do a lot of damage. So, I mean, the ship is only forfeit 4. You're outpowering by 2, plus you get the Destiny. Yeah, it's...
The good thing is, if Vader is clashed, you can't drain up that side for 2 turns.
Yeah, but your opponent's taking a lot of overflow.
Yeah. Maybe Jared has the gook.
So yeah, I mean, we saw him use the Master move, so...
Because why did he deploy
I don't know.
his talent card there?
I don't know. I don't like the deploying of talent card there. I would just use him as a force to throw away to a drain.
Doesn't play something like use 2 force or weapon targeting is cancelled?
Well, I mean, if you can't. Maul's on the table.
No, he moves. He moves away.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do here. Yeah, you move.
He moves to Tatooine.
Really? I was going to say you move in front
Blocking
of
the
Colonel
train of
Jendon.
two.
But again, I think he's going to try and goad Jared into battling here, so he can take a card off of I don't like sand.
Possible.
I mean, you could also move the skate over to Endor and block that drain. That's what
has
Oh,
only
he
my
draws.
hyperspeed 5 plus 1, so it only hyperspeed 6, and Endor is at parsec 8,
Yeah.
and Gorilla is parsec 1. So it would have to be the Millennium Falcon to reach Endor
that's a good point.
in one turn.
Oh, actually, hold on. Oh, I mean, the Outrider could have. It has hyperspeed 7. Yeah.
No, Outrider was not at Corellia, so it doesn't get the bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, but it has hyperspeed 7 from Elias.
Yeah.
Could have.
Les Lomi adds 1 plus the Corellia, and then over here,
the Outrider was at parsec 6 anyway, so it only had.
Yeah, Eller's adds 2.
Yeah, but it was at Fondor, so it could have.
No, it could have got to Endor.
Yeah, true, but only because of.
But I think what Joe wants to do here is goad Jared into battling, so he can take a card. He can take a control tunnel vision off his effect.
So Medic is Eller's Medic is a really nice pilot.
Oh yeah.
Has a bunch of good stuff on it. Lateral damage canceling against undercover spies, and the hyperspeed at.
Oh, Lenny, you are 100%. It's a yacht, not a freighter. That's.
What is?
The Pulsar Skate's a yacht, not a freighter. So Les Lomi doesn't add the +1.
It only works on the Falcon or the Outrider.
Yeah.
So much to have in mind playing Star Wars cards.
Yep. There's Drain 2 at Fondor. Joe's going to lose 2 cards from his hand.
I think we see a tag here.
And that's
not because it won't matter, but Jared, has no options left.
Yep, there goes the Hojix. So Joe even had the Hojix sitting in his hand. So Drain of 2 at Endor. Drain of 2 that becomes it could be worse. So even if Jared does grab that. So instead of losing 2, Joe essentially lost 1 there. Yeah. And I'm assuming Joe has a bunch of other cards he can put back into his deck, so. Timo in the chat, Joker King points out, nice of Timo to commentate today, thus pushing his 12th OCS game to May 3rd.
I didn't play any OCS game today, so maybe tomorrow, all the 12.
Okay, here we go. We're in Jared's battle phase.
I always want to. Yeah.
Joe's already putting his stamp on Player of the Year again. Like, this is insane.
I mean, it's the year's not over, but he.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
he did win.
He won
yeah,
Worlds.
But Yeah, but last year.
Yeah, last year.
So if another player wins
A
this year,
revert. Jared offers gets the revert this time. Reverts for everyone. He wants to check his destiny here. Okay, and that's fair. Again, Bastion's just sitting at home right now, going 4 reverts, really, and they call themselves pros. So, I mean, I know they're small reverts, but still, no reverts, no regrets. Yeah. Here we go. We have a battle. Again, the Outrider can reduce the power by 6. So it's essentially 9 to... No, it's going to be power 8. So 3 to 9 in favor of Joe. And both players are only getting 1 destiny. No spins. Or no spins for...
And he can't reduce the destiny because he pulled a card of sand.
And he took the control tunnel vision off. Joe... Oh, he placed the movie into attack position. Okay. Outrider's power 11 now, so Jared's not going to have any power.
So I think we see a GG after that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Jared has 4 because of the black 2.
Down to 14, but he has 9 card in hand, so...
Yeah.
Getting tired here.
Well, it's late over there.
It's, oh yeah, almost midnight.
Okay, so here we're going to have a spin. So, substitute 5, so it's going to be 9 to 11. Yep. And the Outrider is immune. Joe's going to draw. Draws a 4. So it's 15 to 9. Oof. And Joe's sitting at 14 in life force. So even if Jared were to draw up here, Joe would win. Okay, there goes Ozzel.
And Jared only threatens 1...
And Tarkin's bounty. Oh, no. Tarkin's
1 damage, and 1 will get cancelled with...
Yeah.
With the
control that's in his hand. Oh, God. There goes Jared's Gick from his hand. Yeah, Joe can just put as many of the interrupts he want back into his deck. Let's see. Joe's doing 6 points of damage this turn again. Jared's sitting at 8, so Jared should have only 2 cards left. Wow. Congrats, Joe.
Yeah, well played.
Congrats
to the winner.
Hell of a match.
A GG.
There we go. Congrats, Joe Olson, on your MPC victory. Go enjoy Cabo.
Yeah.
Jared, you played magnificently.
2 majors in a row.
2 majors in a row. 2. So, again, congrats to Joe. Jared, you played magnificently. Chris, you both played well today too. Timo, thank you for joining me today and doing two well played matches. Again, I want to thank everybody who streamed. I want to thank everybody who put the NPC together. Bill, Chris, Greg, great job of the bracket, guys. Great tournament. Everybody who commentated over this last 2 weekends, it was so much fun. Again, we got a lot of Star Wars stuff coming up. The OCS is live. Starting Monday, we're going to have May the 4th celebration going, so that's going to be great. After that, we have a couple more events coming up. July, we're hoping to have another live event. If it's not going to be live, we'll have it on GEMP again. So, again, Monday, Chris Goglan is going to have his 100th show, so stay tuned to that. Wednesday, Holo Theater is going to be on. Hopefully, Joe Olson will be back to come on to Holo Theater. If not, we'll have him in 2 weeks. And yeah, we got a lot coming up. So again, thank you, Timo, for helping
Looking
me out today.
forward to his 8-hour breakdown and stream where he analyzes his games
Oh,
again.
he's in
Joel's
Cabo.
like in
He's
World.
he's gonna have a margarita or two at the poolside. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be
he
fun.
deserved that.
But
And with the prize money, he can drink a lot of margaritas there.
yeah, that is true. So well, thanks everybody for
So,
tuning in, and we'll
thanks
see
for
everybody
having me.
later. Take care and have a good weekend, everybody.
Take care.